Brought to you by Gamezy. Win up to rupees 5 crores every day. Download the app now.
In the IPL tonight, the Sunrisers Hyderabad take on the Lucknow Super Giants. And the Lucknow Super Giants, by the way, won their last game against the Chennai Super Kings. But on the other hand, the Sunrisers started off with a poor loss. A 61-run loss, if I'm not wrong, against Rajasthan Royals. That has put their net run rate at more than -3. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the budget buys first. Well, among the budget buys, we have got a lot of options from both sides. Among the players from Lucknow Super Giants, you can look at somebody like Deepak Hooda, who had a great first game, and even though he looked good in second game, he's again somebody who will bat in the middle order and give you those 2-3 overs that you need in the middle stages of the innings. Apart from him, Ayush Badoni has impressed one and all. Lucknow scouting once again came to the fore when we saw this guy score a 50 in the first game, and then in the second game, he played that match-winning partnership with Evan Lewis, scoring those crucial runs right at the end. So again, Ayush Badoni is one of them. Another guy you should be looking at is Ravi Bishnoi. Bishnoi has been very impressive, and with his leg spin and with the Sunrisers batsmen struggling in the first game, he can again be a great pick for this encounter. Now let's look at Sunrisers Hyderabad. They've got a lot of budget options available as well. You look at somebody like a Washington Sundar, who bowled 3 overs, even though he was very expensive. He batted really well. And again, this game, I think his bowling will also be much improved from what it was in the first game. Abhishek Sharma opened the innings for the Sunrisers Hyderabad and bowled that 1 over. Unfortunately, did not bat really well or whatever, but you could have him in your side if you are willing to take a punt on somebody who's opening the innings. So Abhishek Sharma is there, Washington Sundar is there. Then you have got somebody like a T. Natarajan, who also bowled well towards the end of that innings, even though they pulled things back against the Rajasthan Royals, courtesy T. Natarajan and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. They already had given away so many runs at the beginning in the middle stages. So that was a problem, and I think today again you expect him to bowl those final overs for the Sunrisers, and he could be a good pick. Umran Malik, we saw his pace last game, picked up a couple of wickets, and that bowled against Devdutt Padikkal, where Padikkal did not have a clue, missed the ball, probably was a second late in playing that ball. That's why Umran Malik is another great choice among your budget buys. Among the overseas options, the Lucknow Super Giants have received a big boost in the form of Jason Holder, who's available from this game onwards. Apart from Jason Holder, you know 2 guys will definitely be playing. That is Quinton de Kock and Evan Lewis, who probably would have gone out of the side once Jason Holder was coming in. But because he played that match-winning knock in the last game, he'll definitely keep his place. So those 3 are confirmed picks for sure. But who will go out? It'll be one of either Dushmantha Chameera or Andrew Tye. See, Dushmantha Chameera had a very off day last time around. Poor guy gave away a lot of runs, as well as the fact that he misfielded a lot. So he, again, I'm not sure whether they'll play him this game, but Andrew Tye had a good game, decent game, even though he went for a few runs in his first couple of overs, but he finished off really well. But the fact that Dushmantha Chameera was the pick of the bowlers in the first game bodes well for the Sri Lankan, and I'm not too sure who will be the one that will play among these 2. Chameera could also play because he has a sensational record against Nicholas Pooran. He has got him out thrice in 6 balls. So that could play in the minds of the Lucknow Super Giants' team management, and they might give him another opportunity. Now let's look at Sunrisers Hyderabad, who will be their 4 overseas pick. Well, no surprise in the sense that I believe they'll play the 4 overseas players they played in the first game. Kane Williamson plays, of course, he's the captain. Aiden Markram scored a 50 in the last game, was the pick of the batsman, if you'd call it, scored a 50, so definitely he'll start this game. Romario Shepherd probably didn't do a lot in the game, but he picked 1 wicket and he also scored a few runs, probably did enough to keep his place in the side, so he'll also be there. Now Nicholas Pooran, because you paid the heavy bucks for him, he scored a duck again after the 3 ducks last season, another duck in his opening encounter. So let's see what he does in this game. So these 4 will definitely be their overseas personnel for this game. So make sure whoever you are picking, you pick according to whoever is best suited for the situation. Captaincy choices, no surprises there. I feel KL Rahul and Quinton de Kock will be the 2 biggest picks in terms of your captains for this game. KL Rahul really hasn't set the tournament on fire, but it's just been 2 games, and given his pedigree and the fact that he's been scoring more than 600 runs almost every season for the past 2-3 years, I believe he'll again be the pick among your captains. Quinton de Kock scored a 61 if I'm not wrong in the last game. He played well, probably should have stayed there till the end, but those 61 runs were valuable for the Lucknow Super Giants. So he's again going to be a big pick for this game. Sunrisers Hyderabad. Even though Kane Williamson looked a little rusty last game, got out very early in the innings, but because the pedigree again is there, we know how good a batsman he is. I believe he'll come good at some point in this tournament, and maybe this game is where he'll start. So these 3 picks for me are your best choices if you're making your captain or vice captain for this game. But make sure you make your team on Gamezy, guys, because you can win up to 5 crore in daily prizes. You can make teams before the start of the game, you can make the team after the first innings gets over, and then you can make a 5-a-side team for those 5-over contests. 8 times you can play those 5-over contests and you can win loads of money, guys. So what are you waiting for? Download the Gamezy app from the description below and make lots of money. Thank you for watching.